The National Arts Festival gets underway today in Makhanda. The City of Saints is expected to be a hive of activity as artists converge for 11 days of artistic expression. The festival also contributes to the local economy. Let's cross over to SABC News reporter Lerato Fekisi. Lerato, it used to be a big highlight for me to always go as much as I can to what was at that stage the Grahamtown Festival, but now, of course, you know, the Makhanda Festival with the name change. How's the weather? Because it is infamously freezing at this time of the year there.
It is, I was saying to Monica now just now, and that it's not even freezing. It feels like I am frozen. It is so cold, but let me tell you, and you actually had to be in the room last night to fully understand the beauty of artistic expression at the opening function of the National Arts Festival. There was Igwijo, dance, music, plays on the stage, really setting the tone and for what's going to be 11 days of amazing artistic expression. What's also going to be a highlight this, Leanne, is that we're going to see the first ever Igwijo competition where Igwijo performances from Eastern Cape are going to come together, and the one that wins, Leanne, gets to share the stage with the soil on this national stage. But the woman who has done this for 5 years consecutively is Monica Newton, and she joins me now, the CEO of the National Arts Festival. An absolutely beautiful opening ceremony last night, setting the tone for what's going to be an absolutely beautiful arts festival. Also interesting this year is going to be the celebration of the late Ethel Fugard through the plays, and also Igwijo, which brings in the young youth as part of this festival, which you say is important to actually watch the arts festival evolve over the years.
Absolutely. Every festival is different. Every festival is created by the artists who join us here in Makhanda, but it is so important that we speak to our younger audiences, that we tell old stories in new ways, that new voices are heard, but equally that we have an opportunity, such as with the work of Ethel Fugard, to reinterpret those works into our modern context. They're as relevant today as they were then, and we're so excited to have them with us in partnership with the Mandela Bay Theatre Complex this year.
Normally at the Arts Festival we know that we will see traditional dances, but this year we've got an ensemble of ballet that's going to take the centre stage, also a huge highlight at this year's festival.
Yes, SALT, Cape Africa Ballet's production is very exciting. We haven't had a big ballet at the festival for a couple of years, so it's really fantastic to see the show. It's a modern ballet as well, so less about the tutus and more about incredible choreography, amazing dancers. We are so proud to be hosting them.
And then also, Monica, what's also going to be nice this year is the fact that you get to honour Ethel Fugard. I mean, Ethel Fugard, John Gunn, is also part of the Lit Festival, are people who kind of set the tone for the young artists to show them what can be done on the stage and how using the stage can actually grow artists on a national platform as well.
Absolutely. And in fact, Dr. Kani is going to be doing some masterclasses as part of Litfest this year. So we're taking the opportunity to create spaces for young voices, but also to create professional development opportunities for young voices while still involving our venerable stalwarts in our program. And Dr. Kani, of course, an icon of both South African and international theatre. There isn't a stage in the world he hasn't been on, so it's such a privilege to have him here. And again, such an important contribution he's making to taking his time to share his craft, share his knowledge, share his skill.
And then last, Monica, I also did hear that's going to be a session where artists get to speak with established artists, speak about how artists can monetize or sustain their art, because what we see sometimes, they come to the festival and then post this, life kind of becomes hard because sustaining your craft in such an economy becomes hard. Why was it important for the Arts Festival to incorporate that, of having conversations between sponsors, between finance operators, to say, beyond the art festival, how can you sustain yourself as an artist to ensure that next year again, when such a platform comes, you have the money to come to Arts Festival?
It is so important that we embrace all of the aspects of being an artist. The creativity is one part, but the ability to actually sustain yourself as an artist, to run your business, to create opportunities for yourself is incredibly important. And we have an exciting partnership with the Jobs Fund and other festivals around the country called the Festival Enterprise Catalyst, which is precisely about creating more work for artists, but also honing the entrepreneurial skill and just the ability to, as you say, sustain yourself as an artist. This is a tough job in a tough economy, and the more help that we can give to artists to enable them to manage finances, to engage, to create partnerships, to understand shared value. It's so important.
Thank you so much. That was Monica Newton, the CEO of the National Arts Festival, and I'm sorry that you can't be here, but I promise to enjoy it on your behalf and to enjoy the various stages where various arts, visual arts, performing arts, drama will be performed. So on your behalf, Leanne, I promise to enjoy it. For now, let's go back to you guys in studio.
I know you will. I know you will, Lerato. Have a fantastic time. Enjoy it and keep warm. I hope you thaw out there. All right, that's Lerato Fekisi at the Makhanda Arts Festival that is kicking off.